All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Gabe Avelli.
And Michelle Cuevas, and we are back.
Episode 6, the Dominican Drop Kick.
Honestly, I think we're on. Dude, I think we're on five.
Okay, 5 it is. You know what they
Yeah, we're on five.
you know what they say about podcasts that you got to get to like 100 episodes and this shit is real. So that's what
But the
that's
fact that we've been consistent, I feel like
no,
sort of like
we're gonna get
um,
there in no time. But I'm just saying, like, we're on our way to 100. That's what I wanted to say. We're on our way to
Yes, I
100.
feel like one thing that I wanted to share with you is we do have a goal for not just me and you, but for all of us together and everybody watching for our beautiful channel. Our goal right now, and however long it takes, is to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh shit.
1,000 plátanos. I feel like we should call our army the plátanos.
The the army, the army, but
or
it.
pork.
No, we gotta get 1,000 members of the mafia.
Yeah, so that's our goal right now is 1,000 plátanos. So if you're watching this, go ahead and become a plátano and go ahead and hit subscribe. It should be right here somewhere. If
Yeah.
not, we'll go ahead and leave it in the description. And then one more news that I do want to share with you guys is I finally got my life together and I created the Instagram and
Let's
the
go.
TikTok
Let's
for
go.
our channel.
Let's
I don't know if
go.
you're hitting the soundboard because I don't get to see it till post.
No,
So
I have no sounds. I have no sounds this week. I have no sounds this week.
uh,
No
well,
sounds.
insert your own sound there, but you go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and it's at the Dominican Drop Kick. So we don't
Yeah.
have no profile picture yet, so that'll be us. And go
Yeah.
ahead and give us a like and
Logo coming
a
soon too. So
follow.
y'all be ready for that.
And
All that shit coming soon.
And we'll
But
start uploading some clips to redirect you guys to here. But for now, we checked something off this week.
there we go. No, I mean every week is it's a process, and that's the thing too. I feel like before we get into what people are here to see, but just overall being like a content creator, like that's really like it's really like such an up and a down type of thing, and like every step is a step, and as long as you're taking a step, then you're doing something, because that's really what it is. Because sometimes you'll be like fucking, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You're just like, oh, I'm uploading shit's working, some shit's not working, like.
Yes.
So it's really just like an up and down thing. But the good thing about this is that like I consider like this, like this is like fun to me. Like talking about wrestling with my sister. Like
Agreed.
this is like, yes, we're creating content and we're having conversation, but to me this is like more like a fucking therapy session. Like that's how I
Who
feel.
else can I talk to about this in
That's
my
really
real
gonna
life?
that's like really gonna understand. But I mean, this isn't WWE Unreal, so we don't have to get too personal. But honestly, I just want to start by saying that I actually watched Smackdown, and like I genuinely enjoyed this week's Smackdown. Like I feel like it was a good episode.
Well, I felt like I enjoyed both episodes, both Raw and SmackDown, and for the one time I have no notes. So no notes for Raw and no notes for SmackDown.
That's
So I
good.
kind of
That's good.
I
We're
kind of feel
shooting
like
off
I
the
need
hip.
to yes, definitely shooting off the hip. I definitely feel like we need to I have my YouTube pulled up to see if you maybe we could like watch some of the highlights
No,
just to
I
see
mean
like
it's
there's certain
alright.
things that happened that I remember and there's
Okay,
certain things that I was just like, oh
so
my god.
I guess we'll start with SmackDown. I just got two words leaving SmackDown, and it is toxic attraction.
Okay. Why do you
Like
say that?
that's their name, right? That's the
Oh, yeah,
toxic
that was
is it toxic attraction? Because they had like a group in NXT with Mandy
they,
Rose.
they are from
No,
NXT. I think
no, it's Fatal Influence. That's their name.
there you go.
Fatal. They
Look,
but
look how irrelevant it was. You didn't even
no,
remember the
no, no,
name.
no, 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 no. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's that before. Because the thing about this group is a variant of another group. So
Yes,
origin.
it gives me the one with actually it gives me the group that all got fired. So the group with Zoe Stark and all
Fuck
of them.
no, no, you're tripping.
What was it called?
Fuck. With Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark.
Yes, yes. What was their name called? It was very similar.
No, it was not similar at all. This is different. This is different.
No,
This
no.
is like these are like we're some like that was like we're some fighter type chicks. That was like Shayna Baszler and them. Like Fatal Influence is like different. The only reason I called them Toxic Attraction is because or no, it's because originally the girl JC Jane, maybe she
Okay.
was in it. I don't know, but originally Mandy Rose before she left WWE, she was down in NXT.
Isn't she on isn't she a OF content creator now?
That's what. Yes, yes.
Okay,
So
okay. Cause that's kind of like my world. So I kind of like I'm like, wait, that name sounds really familiar to me
so
right now.
Mandy Rose, Mandy Rose was part of WWE. Like she had
Okay.
like a big storyline with Otis and everything, and then
Hmm.
she went down to NXT and she had a group called Toxic Attraction, and they were just like
Okay.
three bad bitches like fucking people up and doing their thing, similar to Fatal Influence. So this
Okay. So
Fatal
that's their name. That's their name. Fatal
that's
Influence.
yes, but Fatal Influence is a variant of Toxic Attraction. That's why I called them that. But I thought that they did amazing. Like I thought that their debut was awesome. I like the way that they came
I
out.
feel like
I
their
liked
debut was awesome because the crowd
no no
made it that way.
bro the
Because
way that
obviously we love Rhea.
the way that they were hitting these girls during the tag team shit when they like broke up the tag team match and they were like, bro, I like the way that they were hitting. I think that they're gonna be a factor on SmackDown. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna be a
I'm
factor on SmackDown.
okay. I respect your opinion. I'm just
I
not
know.
happy about
Hey, I'm telling you, I might be early, but at the same time, they wouldn't put her with Rhea off the rip if they didn't see they didn't see potential in them.
I just honestly feel like even like I know we're talking about SmackDown, but I just feel like with both shows right now, everything that happened and that we're gonna talk about, it happened because there is no direction. Like there's no plan. Right now they're winging everything and I'm just kind of like all right, here we. I'm just here.
No,
I'm just a spectator watching.
but at the
As
same
much as I could be a quarter. What is it called? A armchair quarterback.
right,
As much as I want to be that and be like, no, you guys should do this. You should do that. Like, I don't get paid to do that.
but
I'm
at
gonna give you my opinion, but
but
I feel like everything that happened, all the sequence of events between SmackDown and Raw, this past that we're gonna talk about, is everything is happening because they have no plan.
it's not that. I think that they're right now. They're literally in the beginning of the season, so right now they're literally just trying shit. Like, all right.
Yes,
Wait,
and
wait,
they're
wait.
also adding new characters, which
Exactly,
I'm happy about because
exactly.
we need that's the
New.
point of NXT. You need to get your bearings. What do you call it? Ring rust, all of those
No,
things, and have.
I think it's
Didn't we
that.
watch a video that get trained the WWE way?
Yes.
So you have everything, and then eventually you get promoted. That's the whole goal of NXT. So I'm
Right.
happy that people are moving up, but I just feel like I don't know. If, in my opinion, they should like if it since she's a champion now, like they should put Stephanie in that spot. I know they still want to do the whole live thing, but they should put Stephanie in that spot.
In what spot?
Not somebody that to me, in my opinion, like just okay. That's like the best way I can explain it to you is that you've been at your job for 5 years and then somebody gets hired and then they got the promotion that you've been working towards.
I mean,
That's
but
how it feels.
that I mean, you can't say that though because at the end of the day, it's like when it comes to wrestling, nothing is forever. Somebody could be in the main event today, and then next week they're in that mid card. Next week they're opening the match.
Oh
So
yeah, I know.
everything, especially when unless you're like a John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, like where you're a perennial main eventer, where you are the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin, then that's different. But we're talking about like most average wrestlers, they have probably one or two runs at the top of the card. Like fucking for example, perfect example, Hardcore Holly, right?
Okay.
We grew up. Hardcore Holly was up in that mid card, right? Like Hardcore Holly was just in the hardcore division. You know, maybe he'll fight for the IC, never win it, but like you do him as just being a solid wrestler. Well, in fucking 2007 or whatever it was, he had a match with Brock Lesnar where Brock Lesnar like broke his neck. So they wrote Hardcore Holly to come back to like try to kill Brock Lesnar, and he had a main event pay per view. He main evented a pay per view. So that's the thing about wrestling is that nothing is forever. These girls can come out and they can be the main event right now, but then after people get used to them and they find their role, then it's like, you know. But also to even to kind of like go off of what you're saying, if they were gonna do something like that, even but she's injured right now, so it's like, because I was gonna say that would have been perfect for Chelsea Green to be all up in there and like getting aggressive.
I
But
know,
but she's
and it
injured.
makes me sad because once she's injured, and two of what they were like the rumor that was going around that she'll always just be like a mid card, like she'll never
See,
be like they don't see her as talented enough to go ahead and bring her up to the
but
big leagues, which is even like more infuriated.
right,
Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
right. But the thing about that is that that could be true for now. That's how they could see her for now. Cause it's like that. That's like I feel like that's the thing that people like kind of get so fixated on when it comes to wrestling, bro. Like literally, why does everybody love Cody Rhodes? Because Cody Rhodes was up in that mid card in WWE, went out,
And
started a whole promotion, built his brand up to the point that he had to come back to become the main event. That
yeah,
is
I feel like he saw his worth, he left, and then he came back when they were
no.
like
I mean,
begging for
it's
him.
that
Isn't that how it
he
happened?
took a gamble on himself because there was. I'm not gonna say that there was no worth, but Cody Rhodes was not popping. Like he was not popping when he left WWE, and they didn't really want him on the Indies. He had to like,
Oh,
yeah, he had to earn he had to build that American Nightmare character, earn the respect and the love of the indie fans, take that, and then all this shit happened. So that's the thing is like people get like so like kind of like, oh, this person's getting job. Look at Penta, bruh. Penta was literally getting jobbed. Like we would say,
AEW.
no, in WWE his first year, like post Netflix, post the premiere of Netflix, bruh.
Yeah, they
Penta
didn't really know what to do with him.
Penta was like like losing to like Kofi Kingston. No disrespect to Kofi at all, but I'm just saying like shit like that was happening, and I remember everybody was upset. And now look, Penta's in a great position. So it's like,
So sometimes it just takes time to
of
get there.
everything is about time, bro. Because at the end of the day, this isn't like it's the NBA, where it's like, oh, this guy can only be so good for so long. Like, there's people have time as long as they don't get hurt, then they have time. So honestly, like I liked what Fatal Influence did. How do you feel about the new U.S. Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton?
Oh yeah, I actually I like, okay, 50-50, right? So like 50% I'm happy obviously because I am a Tiffany fan. I feel like I should have wore let's give you an outfit check. Today I'm wearing my Stone Cold Steve Austin
Oh,
shirt.
I'm wearing Eddie Guerrero.
Um Period. Wow, I actually really like that shirt. I've been dying to get an Eddie shirt, but I missed that whole drop, because when you order from this company, you have to get it like
When
the
it
minute
drops.
it drops. Yeah. So I'm happy. 50% I'm happy for Tiffany because I feel like she was like at the top of the card WrestleMania last year, and then all of a sudden it was just kind of like she was like a lost soul, and then now she's back and she won the championship. But it's also kind of like you went from the top to the middle, so it's just like that's the other 50% that is like I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I should be like upset about that, but I also feel like what is the plan? Yes, you're the champion now, but what is the plan? Because Julia was the champion and they were not writing nothing. And I
Yeah,
actually like
Kiana James.
the yeah, I
I like her
actually
too.
really like her,
I like
especially
her
that I
too.
know her like backstory. Like she went to school for law and
Yeah,
decided to become a wrestler. So like
she
her whole persona, her attitude, like I actually would like to see her fight
expand her.
Kiana.
That's what I think is gonna happen. But
Because I
honestly,
feel like that's like two characters that I feel like are very me. Like I'm a girly girl, but I like to get down and dirty, and like I like to look cute. Like, but I could tell you off. Like, and I feel like both characters are very much like that.
yeah.
So I feel like I could see that in the future. But like they were not doing nothing with the title. Like they were writing her fighting matches. They the only I feel like the only good part about that whole reign with Julia was Kiana James. Like her being like the manager. I
Yeah.
like that role for her. But other
Yeah.
than that, like
No,
it
I
was
mean,
trash. Like
no.
I can't like
Julia
I
had
said,
some.
I'm an armchair right now, so what can I say?
Julia had some good match. She had some good matches, but
And
yeah,
she's a good wrestler.
yeah.
That's another thing. Like she's a really good wrestler. So it's just kind of like, as much as I want to see all the Japanese wrestlers fight each other. Is that hard to ask?
Right.
Like,
And two, the thing about that is like, yeah, I think Julia just needs to get something where like she can get back to what she was, like getting taken more serious by the audience, and then I think
yeah,
she'll
I
be
feel like I
okay.
wasn't taking her serious at
And
all.
that's the problem. So I think that maybe this feud with Kiana James, if they do it, it could get a little bloody, and it could get a little hardcore, hardcore matches and shit like that. Get that perception back of what she was, because originally before she came to WWE, she was known as like literally like the hardest hitting women's wrestler.
Julia.
Yes.
Was that her name before?
Yes,
And
she
like
was one of the
in
ones that got.
Japan?
She was one of the ones that got to keep her name.
Wow. Okay. Good
Yeah,
to know.
Julia. It was Julia, and then the girl that they debuted in Blake Monroe, which was Mariah May.
Oh, she's coming.
Yes,
She's
yes.
coming. I'm really
Huge.
excited for that.
I'm a huge fan of her. Huge fan of her.
You know what's crazy is next week I'll try to bring my cards to the studio so I can like show the audience. But like I actually have the Blake Monroe card when she was in AEW.
Yeah, she's Mariah
So
May. Yeah, she literally
that
had
was her name before,
Mariah
Mariah
May.
May.
Yeah, she had literally one of the best women's feud in AEW history with Tony Storm.
Okay,
It
so
was
and
it was
I
amazing.
also like Tony Storm too. Tony
Yeah.
Storm's really good. That's the one that fought Mercedes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Multiple times. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she's coming. Ricky Saints is on his way to SmackDown.
Yes, also I like that too.
I'm
They
excited.
they did that promo for him, and I feel like the only thing they did was change his last name because he was
Yeah.
like Ricky Stark, and now
Yeah.
he's Saint. It's kind of
Yeah.
like funny,
Yeah,
but
it's the
whatever.
same. It's the same character though. There's not really too much fundamental
Also, he used
differences.
to do this before.
Yeah, always.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did all that.
Okay.
He did all that.
I didn't really follow him in like AEW. I just kind of knew about him because when I do watch AEW, it's like it's not consistent. I'll
Yeah.
catch it like let's say like sometimes I catch Collision, which I think is like on Saturdays,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes I'll catch Collision because it's such a long that sometimes like I'll be going through the channels on my cable box and I'm like, oh, it's Saturday. Wow, we have like some wrestling, or like it'll be Wednesday and I'll get to watch it.
Yeah.
So like I don't watch it all the time. Like I don't schedule it. But if it's on and I'm available, like I will watch it.
No, I usually watch it like a couple days after. If I'm bored or something, I'll go ahead and watch it. There was a point where I was watching AEW every week. It's just, my life's just a little different. I'm a little bit more busy, so I don't have time to watch it. Like
Yeah, but that's kind of how I feel too. Like I don't really schedule my time to watch it.
right, but I would. I mean, they're doing. I actually watched it this week, and they actually had a good episode too. Speaking of AEW, but what else happened on SmackDown? Fucking Cody Rhodes came out and said TKO is 0-3, trying to get me out the paint. He said, "Bring whoever you want."
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So
Well-
I just pulled up like the highlights on another window. If you guys hear the background, I muted it. But the show did start off with one thing we do need to talk
Right,
about.
no,
The
no.
show did start off with the MFTs,
Yeah,
and Jacob Fatu and
so-
the Usos.
so-
which I remember last week we were talking about this, and I was like, at what point are we gonna add Solo? Because I feel like with the MFTs. They were trying to do a bootleg bloodline, but it never got off the ground, and
Ah.
it never gained. I never really gained any traction because none of those wrestlers in that faction were really fighting. And remember, they had the tag team titles. They even Nick Aldis was like, "Bro, you guys aren't even defending the titles. Like, you guys are gonna fight these people because you guys are just sitting here looking pretty with the
Yeah.
titles."
And then-
so I like that they're kind of like involving this the MFTs with the bloodline,
Nah,
which I don't even like the name, the MFTs.
nah.
I hate it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It took a while. It grew on me. But honestly, they gotta heat Solo back up. Honestly, like
They do. They
we
do.
need to heat Solo back up. Like this, the Uncle Howdy feud. Like you know, it had potential, but they didn't follow through with it. And now you know all the Y6 is gone.
Yeah, that's actually something that we'll get onto later within the show. I do have pulled up in another window all of the
Releases.
releases, but I feel like I do want to know your opinion on the bloodline getting back together and adding Solo when you thought that wasn't gonna happen. So
Like
what
adding
what do
Solo
you
into
see next?
well, I mean, honestly, Jacob Fatu is just gonna lose and then go on his merry way and then figure some shit out another way.
So you think he's still gonna be like a lone wolf by himself, or you think he's gonna join the bloodline, or you think he's gonna join the MFTs?
No, I think he's just gonna go. I think he's gonna stay doing his own thing. I think that
Okay,
I don't think he needs either faction right now, and it wouldn't make
I
sense.
agree.
It wouldn't make sense for him to join the Bloodline. It would make sense for him to join MFT just for the fact that like Solo brought him in when nobody wanted to bring him in.
I feel like it would make more sense. Like, hopefully, you know, any of the writers, since you guys always lurk online and you guys want to name us the IWC, if you guys are watching this, what will be good, just how you guys change stuff last minute, is if Jacob Fatu loses, which we already know that's what's going to happen at Backlash, that he has to join the bloodline and he has to acknowledge Roman. I
See,
think that'll be fine.
but I don't know. I think that like I kind of like what they're doing.
It's almost kind of like battle, like, you know, like especially in their culture, like I'm head of the table, you need to acknowledge me, so we're gonna battle, and if you lose you have to do that. I feel like that'd
Right,
be cool.
but at the same time, I feel like with everything that he's been saying in regards to like, oh, you know, I'm doing this because I want my family to have what your family has and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
disassociating him from that. Like, if you lose, then you gotta come join us, and like, I think that it's not even about none of that. Like, it's about I want what you got, and I'm gonna whoop your ass to get it. And then you know what I'm saying. After you know whatever happens, I'm just gonna go about my business. You know. I think that's what I think. But honestly, I was gonna kind of just talk about all that in a nutshell, like everything that happened with Jacob Fatu and the match. Even though it kind of sucks because they just like sacrificed the MFT. Like, the whole
What do
MFT
you
got
mean they sacrificed the
they all, bro.
NFT?
They all look like fucking They all got their ass whooped.
Oh yeah, because he did.
Bro, it was literally
Oh
like
my
one.
god, let me see if I can try to pull up the clip of when see, this is the confusing part. All of their names are kind of similar, so I never know, like I know which one is which, but I can never say their name correctly. So I know Talatonga is the really tall one. And then which is the other one that always kind of botches? And he was
Tonga.
on the table, and then he fell,
Ta-
and then and then Jacob had to get up and put him back on the table because he fell.
Tongaloa.
Okay, yeah, Tongaloa.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And Jacob did beat up all of them.
He did, and
So
like I was like, damn, that's a little uncalled for, but okay. But at the same time, it's like you gotta heat him up because he's going against Roman, so he has to look amazing going into
got
this match.
got it.
But it's just like, damn, bro, you had to sacrifice. I don't think Talatonga was there. Was he there?
Uh
No, right?
no, he
No.
wasn't there, but my next thing that I kind of
That
want
was
to see what your
that
opinion
hey,
is,
that was probably by design.
do you think he's going to turn on the MFTs and Solo?
Who?
I feel like they've been alluding to that for a really long time.
Who?
Remember,
Tamatonga?
yes,
Oh
because
yeah, for sure.
they've been alluding to it because you know he was talking to Shinsuke in Japanese, which I really enjoyed it because obviously you know I do want to learn Japanese, so I try to watch
Yeah.
it as much as I can and understand. But that caught me by surprise. I didn't know he knew Japanese,
Oh
and
yeah.
they've been alluding to it for such a long time. So it's just kind of like, do you think that
So,
it's
I mean,
finally gonna happen?
just to go back into that, I mean, this kind of ties into everything that I've been saying because Bullet Club literally is what wrestling is today. That's the only
I'm
reason.
sorry, what?
The Bullet Club.
Bullet Club.
So look,
What is that?
all right. So boom. So originally, Tama Tonga and Cody Rhodes were in Bullet Club at the same time. So
Tama Tonga and Cody Rhodes
we're in a faction together. So
in New Japan.
in New Japan. So think of Bullet Club if you were to put NWO, fucking D-Generation X, and the fucking military, like all together in one group.
Oh my god!
So,
So it was not just them two; it was more than more people.
it was
involved
so
too?
the thing about Bullet Club is like Bullet Club is still happening now, like it's
Okay.
still going on now because it's like it's one of those things where like anybody can become the leader, and then once a person becomes a leader, then it's like they shape the faction in their their personality, if that makes sense, you know. So basically, like Tama Tonga before coming to WWE was like the man in New Japan. When him and Tonga Loa, the Gorillas of Destiny, were a huge tag team over there.
Okay.
You know,
The
like
one that fell off the table.
yes, very before coming to WWE, very respected. Yeah, well, I wouldn't
Okay.
say like very respected because like there was still clips of him and shit, but had more respect. So they come in, the God comes in, but yeah, of course he had a lot of matches with Shinsuke and shit like that. So that's why he knows Japanese because he was there for so long.
Wow.
Like he was there for
I really
so long.
enjoyed that.
But yeah, he's definitely turning on Solo. They can turn Tama Tonga singles.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I don't know about like world champion or nothing, but you know he'll be up there for a good match, and you know depending on what he does, because he has kind of like his own character with the yeah and all this shit, so maybe he can expand on
Yeah,
that.
he hasn't been doing that actually.
Because I think that he's saving that for when he goes face again, and then he'll start doing all that shit again. But well, all right. Before we get into the next thing, before we get into Raw, because I think we touched base pretty much on everything on SmackDown.
Okay, so I'm like skimming through the highlights. So we already talked about Tiffany, we talked about the faction, Fatal Attraction.
Fatal
Um,
influence.
Yeah, so okay, so what do you think they're gonna do with Cody? Because he's
That
not
was
there to
literally my
wrestle.
next. That was my question for you. Was what's next for Cody Rhodes?
I honestly think
Oh
that
wait, no, we're tripping.
remember-
No, wait. Before we go to Cody Rhodes, we're tripping. Literally, my favorite thing in wrestling happened this week, and we didn't
Okay,
talk
go
about
ahead.
it.
Tell me.
A double turn, a double turn. It happened.
What's the double turn?
So basically, when Sami Zayn beat the shit out of Trick Williams.
Oh my god! But I did okay. So
Okay,
I
okay.
love the whole fact that they came out and he was hiding underneath it. That was great. And but I
Yes.
also like that they did the celebration like they did for Chelsea Green. Remember when she became the U.S. champion?
Yeah.
They did like a whole celebration for her. Like I love that.
And-
And then so Yachty is full time now.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
If he is,
okay.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, you know what? Also, I was thinking because I was like, damn, what if he is like Trick Williams' manager on screen, but then like behind the scenes he's like a stylist for like a lot of the superstars and shit like that. So I think they could get a lot of use out of Little Yachty for just outside of on screen. I think off screen he can help a lot as well. So I think that it's a good merger, and I hope that he's here full time because yeah, he was like, yo, I'm still here. So
Yeah, because he don't. I like no offense, like not to like discredit him, but he doesn't really have anything going on right now.
No,
or,
that's
like,
not
any
true.
commitments. Like
No.
he's not on tour.
no, I mean,
he's not.
but no, he has the group, the Conquer
Like he
Boys.
has availability to
No, I
be
would
around more often.
I don't think that because think about it, bro. Like, even though it's like his music necessarily to the mainstream isn't what it was in 2016, he's actually he's more popular musically than he ever was, because he's more of a cult fan base type of person. So he's
Yeah, like Little Uzi Vert. I understand that,
But-
but he's not right now in Europe and doing like warp tours and
right,
stuff.
right. But he could.
That's what I'm
be.
saying. He has the
could be.
availability to go city to city with them
Right.
every week if
Right.
he wanted
Right,
to.
or even if he shows up every other week or whatever, bro. Whatever time Lil Yachty is able to give to WWE, I'm grateful for, because at the end of the day, it makes us, like as wrestling fans, like it just makes it more acceptable. Like, oh, that's that shit Lil Yachty was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that, but I love that the second that the gingerbread head came off and he attacked Trick Williams, the dynamic changed. Trick Williams automatically went to becoming the babyface of the situation, and Sami Zayn is now a heel.
Yes, and I think they're actually because they've been alluding to that. Remember all the times that he used to spill the water? So they've been alluding to him turning bad, but since he's been such like what they call Sammy Hogan for so long, I didn't really see that coming. So it kind of took me by surprise.
No,
That
I thought it was done amazingly. Like, literally, like, because now, like, all right, it gives time for all the other people who are in the U.S. title division, gives time for your Mellos, your Dragunov, Garganos, all these people to kind of have matches amongst each other to kind of figure that out while there is this feud. And it's a major feud for Trick.
like a number one contender.
Something like that can
Okay.
cook on this side, but then at the same time, it's a major look for Trick because Sami Zayn, like, at worst, is a B tier main eventer. At worst, you know, like that's like at worst because you can't deny the fact that he's a main eventer. So regardless,
Yes.
Sami
I
Zayn,
mean, he won against Gunther.
Sami Zayn is elevated.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, I'll never let that go.
he's only one of the three people to do it. There's only like been like three people that did it: Dragunov, Braun Breaker, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So, Sammy's a big win for Trick Williams is a good look, right? So it continues to elevate Trick and it makes Trick more credible. So I like it. And then on top of that too, now you finally have Sammy as a heel. So now he can go off and he can go turn on Cody Rhodes and do whatever, and then that just gives you a lot more stories at the top of the card as well. So that was literally my favorite segment.
Agreed. I was gonna actually like bring that up before as well. That was my favorite segment. I like that my favorite part actually out of the whole segment was not only the celebration, but when he was coming out to the ring from backstage, like all the side characters that were involved. Because like as somebody who works in production, like that's really how it is. Like okay, I'm about to walk on. He goes, all right, below the chain, above the belt, and then the makeup artist like sprays the clear sunscreen because that's how we make people look like super buff on TV is the clear sunscreen. So I just
Really?
thought it was hilarious.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
100%.
is clear sunscreen?
Okay, so there's this brand called Neutrogena, which I'm pretty sure like everybody knows. It's very available in worldwide.
Okay.
But they make a can. It's in a blue can, and it's a clear sunscreen. So every time you put it on somebody, if you notice, there are other brands that do make sunscreen, but it's a makeup artist secret because when we put it on people for like photo shoots, fitness shoots, camera, TV, like when Roman comes out, that's what's on him. It's not baby oil because it's not greasy and it dries very fast, but it leaves that sheen on your skin as if you were wearing baby oil, but you're not.
Wow.
So when he came out and he was like, oh, like, and then the guy with the clipboard, like, oh, you ready? Are you ready? Like, okay, your music's coming on. Like the production, seeing the side characters of production, I feel like that was my favorite part.
That's like an Easter. That's like an Easter egg for you.
Yeah, I love that because that's how it is really when we're doing a show or doing a photo shoot. Oh, and he goes, all right, below the chain, above the belt, and I just thought that was hilarious because she just sprayed the abs, so I thought that was great. And then obviously the turn with the gingerbread man, but the fact that the gingerbread man was even playing along, like if it was like.
No, honestly though, honestly,
even more amazing.
Once I saw the dancing, I knew it was Sami Zayn. Yeah, once I saw the dancing, I was like, "Yep, that's Sammy."
Oh my god! It caught me off guard.
You never seen Sami Zayn dance with the bloodline and all that shit? Oh my gosh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, nah. If you would have seen that, you'd be like, "Yep, I know who that is under there."
That's hilarious.
So I didn't know the term was coming, but I thought it was done like.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I like that a lot.
Because the thing about a double turn is it's either perfect, like 10 out of 10, or it's like people don't get it, so then it just like it never happened. If that makes sense.
Kind of like John Cena.
No, so You
Because
know,
he went bad, and then he was doing this whole
no, but the thing about
Shakespeare.
the
And
thing
it was
about
horrible.
the thing about the double turn is the double turn you need two people. So the thing is that like a double turn is when like let's say me and you are feuding, right? I'm
Hmm.
the heel, you're the baby face,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
But let's say like as our feud grows, people kind of start to realize like, hold on, Michelle's the asshole, like, right?
Hmm.
So the writers see they're like, hold on, like the crowd is kind of turning on you. So what we'll do is we'll do an action where like you'll have a choice to make something. You'll have a choice to have a moral thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, a moral choice, but you make a choice to do something bad. It automatically makes me the good guy. That's the thing with Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Because Sami Zayn could have just interrupted, you know, how he normally does.
Hmm.
Interrupted, ran down there and started fighting him and, like, you know, stayed a babyface. The fact that he disguised himself, the fact that he snuck around, the fact that he was around this man all day. Because the gingerbread man was around all day.
Oh yeah, he
Think about it.
was
Think about it. Like, because
when they were
when
on the
it,
bus.
from all day he was around them. That's heel shit. Like
Hmm.
that's
Very,
so
very sneaky.
exactly. So
Hmm.
like that's what it was, and that's what made it to me like so good, you know.
Hmm. Okay, so before we move on to Raw, we just have two more things that we need to talk about. We need to talk about so what do you think is gonna happen with Cody?
Hmm.
And we also need to talk about the Danhausen fight. I actually really enjoyed that.
That
So
was hilarious.
so what do you think is gonna happen with Cody? You think they're gonna do what they did with Rhea when she messed up her shoulder? Like obviously she can't be champion, she can't compete.
No,
So
no, because
at what point is he clear? He's not cleared. His eyes all messed up.
it's a crush orbital. It's okay. Like, bro, he'll go if he doesn't wrestle on Backlash. That's not the end of the world. In reality,
Yes,
right,
yes,
bro?
but
That's why.
so are
That's
we
why
gonna
that.
treat it like Roman? He just gonna fight when he's
No,
like
he'll come
whenever,
out.
or
He'll come down every week, cut promos until he's ready to go. It's not gonna be that long, bro. It's just a crush orbital. It's like I don't think he's gonna be out for fucking months. I think it's gonna literally be a. I think after Backlash, he'll be wrestling again.
I mean, he did fight with a torn pec, so
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I can't really put
That
anything
and
past
that
him.
that's something that he needs. You need your pectoral muscle to wrestle. You don't really need your like you need your eyes, but you know what I'm saying. Like you don't really need your orbital bone to wrestle. And it's
Yeah, but still, like falling on that, even just like even
not,
the going like this might hurt, you
no.
know.
That I think the impact of when you fall and like everything shaking and shit. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be too long that he's gonna be out. But I think that I mean obviously after WrestleMania, the feud with Randy Orton is gonna continue. It
Oh
has
well,
to.
I mean, when do you think Randy will even come back?
That's the thing. I don't know because it's obvious that that's what's gonna happen, but there has to be something for him to come back, and I think Randy will probably be back maybe next week. I don't know. He could come
I
back next
mean,
week. He could come back later.
he kind of like it was kind of like difficult for me to read because he's done that before where he sold it so good. So I don't know if it was real or if he was selling it
You
on the
saying
back essentially.
Randy
But
Orton?
yeah, so
I mean,
I don't
what
know.
have we seen him since WrestleMania?
No,
Exactly.
no.
I mean, he what?
It's only two shows. The
But
shows we're talking about right now are the two shows that's happened, and he's
yeah,
not made an
he hasn't
appearance.
made an appearance. But I mean, he didn't get hurt after WrestleMania. He just beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes and left.
Well, he when he was walking, he it didn't look good.
Nah, I mean, but that's that.
He also in the middle of the match, you know how he would turn around and coil?
Yeah,
He couldn't do it. And I don't know if that was because he physically could not.
bro. I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
remember
They
you were
both.
telling me that the whole point of him having back surgery was because him slamming himself, coiling, eventually like herniated like one of his
No,
discs or
and
something like that.
no, it was like I think it was like the bloodline took him out. That was in the storyline that the bloodline took him out.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was like something where like something he fell on his back, but it's from the RKO as well.
Yes, because you land on your lower back.
Right,
So
and he was getting
didn't
up
he have
high.
surgery or something
He
like that for
yeah
it?
yeah
Or
he used to get up really high like back in the day, Now he doesn't get up as high. Now it's like a slight lift, and he'll just boom catch you or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea because it's like you can't do Drew McIntyre because that just happened.
Well, I think
Um,
he's on a break right now.
yeah, you
Honestly,
can't do Drew
he should.
McIntyre.
I think he's shooting a movie.
You can't do Drew. You can't. Priest is busy. Which also too, that's another thing. When I was watching the tag team title match, I was like, bro, I was about to say Priest's entrance, and I was like, I miss
Mm-hmm.
serious Damian Priest, bro. But he was just serious, obviously with the beef with Aleister Black and all that. But like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, Priest.
I like him serious, but I also like him with truth because I do think he is funny.
He is funny, but I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
miss him serious. I miss the punishment. Like
Mm-hmm.
that Judgment Day, the original Judgment Day era will never be duplicated. Like
Mm-hmm.
all of them were at that was like the peak of all of them, bro. But yeah, I mean that match was pretty fun too. They had the
Yeah, that match was good too. I liked
tag
it.
team title match. Can't forget that.
I don't even know who they were fighting against, to be honest with
Wait,
you.
MFT.
Was it?
Yeah, it was MFT.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, how? Oh yeah, it was very
yeah,
memorable.
yeah. It was MFT. But
And then so what did you think about Danhausen and the Miz? Did you watch the
okay,
him being at his house?
okay. What I want to say is the first thing I noticed was, God damn, that camera was fucking immaculate. That camera
Oh
that they
yeah,
used
so
was insane.
yeah, so what's funny is that I've been to Vegas before, and the only golf course that I can think about is so my husband loves this one golf course in Vegas, and they have houses all around the holes. So when they said, he goes, "Oh, you live on a golf course right in front of this hole," I was like, "Oh, I've been there and I've shot there before."
That's
And
crazy.
not to like dox him, but I think allegedly,
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to get sued. I allegedly think that he lives at this golf course called Bears Best in Las Vegas,
But that's probably not
and
even his real
it's
house.
a beautiful, I think it is. It's
Actually,
a
yeah, because the
beautiful
yeah yeah
community.
yeah.
It's a beautiful community, and a lot of the houses are like super dope. And it is on a golf course, so you do see people like driving their golf cart past your house or whatever. So I like that they did film at his house, and I also like that his wife was involved in
Yeah,
it too. So I,
that
I like that.
Maurice
I like that as well. His wife is actually really pretty.
Maurice.
So I like that they did that kind of like it gave like that whole vibe of, remember when LA Knight showed up to Logan Paul, like, what are you doing here?
I'm
Like
probably
I like that. Give me a little bit more than just at the stadium or in the ring or whatever.
no.
So I like that
I like it too.
as well.
I like it too. I like what they man. Fuck it, bro. All right. Do you think that there's any way that Danhausen can get a main event like world title opportunity?
Um, I don't know.
See,
I don't know. I think it's too early. I think it's too early to
no. I'm just
call
saying.
it.
I'm saying
But I
eventually.
do think, that's what I'm saying. I think it's too early to tell. But I do feel like we are moving in the right direction because I was watching like some of his old stuff, and apparently before he signed to WWE, the reason why he wasn't like debuted as a wrestler right away, he was more of a character, is which he could probably do that forever,
Hmm.
to be honest with you. But he broke his leg and he went back too fast and it never healed. So for him to be in the ring with the Miz, I feel like we're moving in the right direction of him being able to wrestle, because I feel like that's also important too. Like, you could be a character, but you also need to wrestle. But I also don't think he needs to be wrestling, every week or all the time either.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the thing about Danhausen is if you write him into the main event, he gotta win. Like that's the
Well,
thing. Like, how could he
I
not?
agree with
How
you.
could he not win if he just cursed you? Like,
Yeah, actually, what's funny is that the Knicks won, so maybe the curse he didn't really get to curse Stephen A. Smith. I was
yeah,
like kind of pissed off about that.
yeah. Yeah, hey, Knicks to the second round, but yeah, I liked it though. I don't know.
I like it too.
I like Danhausen, bro. I like what he brings to the fucking table. He's literally
It's
like,
something different.
bro. He's literally a fucking gold mine for WWE because it's like
Yes.
you can make Danhausen anything and it's gonna fucking be cool. Like Danhausen clock.
I think he's his own. He has his own lane, and it's not playing off of
Anyone is doing.
what Truth was. You know
Not
how
a,
Truth
not a,
was
not
like
a, not at
was
all.
like the funny guy backstage and whatever. But I don't see that. I don't see that as him taking like our Truth's place. I feel like he is his own person and his own character that will always be remembered like from years to come.
Of course, of course. He was already that before he walked into a WWE ring. He was already.
I honestly I didn't know anything about him until he did appear on
Yeah,
WWE,
yeah.
and
But
at
no,
first I was pissed off, and now I'm like, yeah.
yeah,
So I don't know.
and that's the thing about wrestling, bro. That's the beautiful thing about it. Is like you just didn't understand it at that moment, but then the second that you
Mhm.
got it, you were like, oh, all right, you know.
Okay, so let's before we move on to Raw, let's talk about the WWE release list that came out.
Ooh,
So the Wyatt Six is axed. I'm reading this off my computer. And then another. I feel like these are kind of caught me off guard because
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Sane is gone. Aleister Black and Selena are gone. Santos Escobar is also gone, which I didn't know that he got injured in AAA, and basically they were like they just gave him the boot. And then Zoe Stark, if you remember when she broke her leg on live television?
Yes, unfortunately.
That was absolutely insane. And then I saw like a clip. Maybe I'll have it like pulled up for like next week or something. I'll do some digging. But I did see a clip of her like going to rehab and like being like, I'll be back soon. And like basically she was about to come back and they gave her the boot. And then I'm also kind of like upset about this whole Alba Fire thing because I know that Chelsea is not the U.S. champion anymore, but what are they gonna do with the Secret Service? Is that just axed because Piper Niven is also done right now? Like,
I mean, that they'll probably Chelsea Green will probably just write herself a new character and just keep it
yeah, or
going.
maybe like a whole
Yeah,
new
or
thing.
bro, she could just be Chelsea Green and just go back to doing what she was doing.
And
So
then also here it says Apollo Cruz, which I knew that he was like a big thing before I started rewatching the show again.
I wouldn't say a
But
big I wouldn't
but
say a big thing. I would say
but I don't know anything about him, so
so.
I don't know.
All right, if I could give you the highlight of Apollo Cruz, Apollo Cruz was around for original NXT days. People, he has a really big in people's hearts for that. What I mainly remember Apollo Cruz for was basically Apollo Cruz was the original Obafemi. So
Okay.
he had the original African gimmick, like African royalty. But the problem is that we heard Apollo Cruz talk regular for fucking 4 years, and then out of nowhere he came back with like this African accent, and he was a heel, and it was great to me. It was great shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was feuding with Big E for the Intercontinental title and beat Big E at I think it was WrestleMania like 30 something, the pandemic WrestleMania, where there was nobody there, and they had like it was like a African something street fight, and then like I just remember JBL and Jerry the King Lawler were like trying to talk about like previewing the match, and they were like, yeah, it's a whatever it was, like an African street fight, and they were like, yeah, we can't say too much about this because it'll be over for us.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but
So let me go ahead and share this with you. I do have some clips pulled up of what
Kaiser.
happened. So here is like the kind of the post. This is from Wrestling World CC.
Yeah.
That they let everybody know. Like I don't know who Dante Chen was.
He's an NXT guy.
I do know Andre Chase. I do have like one video that I do want to show you. He did come out, and this is kind of how I found out about this whole thing because this past weekend I was working. We did have Miss Grand California pageant at the studio. So while I was like eating my lunch, I opened my phone and this is the first video that I saw, and I was like, wait a second. I was
Yeah.
like, WWE releases like basically
Every year after,
insert the Vince McMahon clip. You're
but
fired.
every year after Mania, they always do this.
I honestly didn't even pay attention. We should see like who was cut last year
Yeah.
to kind of like make a comparison. But this is Andre Chase. He was part of the Chase U.
He was
Like
Chase
I
U.
said, I didn't really watch. I don't really watch NXT all that much. I do catch it from time to time. So I did know that he had like a faction going on, like the preppy
Yeah.
look and
No, I
stuff
like
like that.
I liked Andre Chase because he would always wrestle in Jordans too. He was cool.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was cool.
So let's check out what he has to say.
You all know that as of today, I've officially been on a WWE contract. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you to everybody who threw up the U at the shows, whether you bought my t-shirt, bought my action figure, played with me on WWE 2K. Just know that you truly helped make something out of nothing, because when I signed with WWE on the first day, it was made abundantly clear that I was never going to be on television. I was never meant to be a superstar. I was just here to pass on my knowledge to a younger generation. But then something changed, and it was because of your support. It was because of the connection that we had. Suddenly I had whole arenas chanting Chase U and spelling Chase U. And I'm forever grateful for everybody who helped me get to that point. I mean, we won championships in WWE, and that was definitely something that you guys did, and I'm so grateful for it. So thank you so much. The chapter is closed on my WWE career, but my chapter is not closed on professional wrestling. So stay tuned, and hopefully I'm going to be in a town near you very soon. Thank you guys so much. Hey, what's up?
All right, so shout out to him. So if you see him, make sure you show him some love and some support.
It's okay, bro. He's gonna be booked up, bro. He's gonna be booked. He's gonna be the second.
He does have his email there. If you want
Yeah.
to go ahead and book him, he's available.
The second those 90 days or 30 days are up, this motherfucker's gonna be booked the fuck up. So he'll be fine.
All right, so now we have
Zelina.
Now we have Zelina.
It's like I was
popping. She's like popping off. She does have a Twitch. I'm assuming she also plays video games, so that's why she has this setup. But,
her setup is fire.
This is Selena talking about her release. So let's see what she has to say. Shout out to the Backstage Brawl on Instagram for re-uploading this clip.
I was so shocked. But yeah, I also would have appreciated if Sean Ross Sapp or whoever the fuck announced it could have at least given me the decency to like let me do it myself first. But fuck you, dude. Thing is like I was.
All right.
I'm sorry, but I disagree. Okay, she has the right to feel the way she feels.
No, not at all.
Also, like, you cannot blame the media for doing
The
their
media's job, bruh. And
literally, they called them and was like, "Hey, this is what we're doing. You have the right to say this."
you know what's funny though about that too? I bet you if TMZ would have reported, she'd be like, "Oh, but I'm in TMZ," you know? Like she wouldn't have been mad about that. She wouldn't have been mad about that, but because it's Sean Ross Sapp, she wants to fucking sit here and be mad at him, and it's like, don't be mad at him. He did his job, bro. Like, he got a list of people. He put it out. You were on the list. It's not like he said specifically, like, made a tweet. Like, you were on the list. It's not like he was like, Zelina Vega has been released. Like, bro, like, your
I
name
don't feel like he was. I don't feel like he was picking on her.
No, because
I feel like he got the intel. Because as somebody who works in production, that's what you do. You do a press release, and you have certain media that has access to it first before anybody else.
Of course, and on top of that too, is like it's not like it was calling her out specifically. It was the names of people.
Yes,
So,
they weren't. They was not picking on her.
All right,
but I also feel how she feels. How she's kind of pissed off. How it's like kind of like nobody called me and told me, and then I find out online like. I kind of, as a human, I understand how she feels.
Yes, but
you know,
I
whatever.
mean, you chose to be.
I just thought the clip was funny.
You chose to be in the public. You know, it's funny because now everybody's like making the match like Alistair versus Killer Cross. Everybody's like,
oh yeah.
So
Yeah, but he was. But remember, we watched that video last week. I told you he's
Killer,
never wrong. He's like the Nicki Minaj of wrestling.
Killer
He's
Cross
not.
right
He
about.
never told a lie.
He's right about everything.
I know, right? So yeah, and then the last person that we need to talk about is obviously, how do you feel about the YS6 being axed?
Don't care.
And how do you feel about Kyrie Sane?
I feel like Kyrie Sane always had potential to do something like major, but then I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. But it just never fucking materialized. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, she's an amazing wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had a good character, especially like a solo. They never really fully explored the solo character with her being like the pirate and the goddess of the sea and all this shit. So I mean, I'm kind of like sad, but I heard that the reason that she even got released is because they said that she wanted to go back to Japan.
Oh, I've also heard that rumor too. But
So I don't
I'm
know.
just kind of like upset because we're getting we're getting the match that we wanted for WrestleMania for Backlash, and I just feel like Kyrie being in the middle of it would have made this match so much better.
Yes.
They should have did this at WrestleMania. It's like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, but also too, with the YS6 is like, I don't know, cause it's like it's a 50-50 for me because on TV, I'm not the biggest fan of spooky wrestling. Period. Like I like Taker, and like I like Bray Wyatt, but I'm not
I
really
feel like
like.
there wasn't many people who would
It started out amazing. They had
I feel like Undertaker and Bray was the only like two people to ever do that
can't yeah to
type of style.
correctly, like, we're not correctly, but to make it go on for so long. So I wasn't
Yes.
like, but I could say I was in the arena when the YS6 came out, and like it was an energy when they came out. I can't even front. I can't even front. So I'm like 50-50 with it, but I don't know. It's like they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on that one.
I don't know how to feel either. I just feel like they weren't doing anything with them, and then I was tired of them doing the whole MFT thing. I just feel like they didn't write him good, and
They see
and
and
I feel like the best part was those little movies that they were doing that they were showing us.
Yeah.
That was like the best part of the
where
whole
he was
run.
explaining everything, explaining what he did and all the shit.
Yeah,
Like, that was sick.
That was cinema.
Yeah, that was sick.
Cinema.
That was sick.
But everything else was whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me just show you a few more things that, and then we could go ahead and talk about Raw. So Ric Flair went ahead and apologized to Ludwig, and I just thought this whole apology was just comical because I just feel like, as somebody who knows people, okay, how can I put it in the best way to explain it? When you get to a certain age in your life, and I hope maybe you could start paying attention to this once I say this. When you get to a certain age in your life, you enter your era where you do not give a fuck and you just say what's on your mind. There's not really like thinking or feelings involved. You just say it. Versus like, oh, does this make you look fat? Yeah. Like that. Like, it's no, there's, you don't care anymore.
The older you get, the less the filters remove, and imagine being Ric fucking Flair on top of that.
That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker's in his 70s.
Like,
He does not give a fuck.
nah, Ric Flair probably a little older. Ric Flair probably in his 80s. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, in his 80s, right? He's old. So that's why I thought this whole thing was so comical, like this whole situation. But he did publicly apologize to Ludwig, and then one of the comments that really had me like dying was IR Sherez. It says Ludwig hasn't been on television in quite some time. I wasn't aware he was working in AAA. Could someone please tell me Ludwig's work? Definitely miss seeing him on TV. And I agree. I miss seeing him. I feel like the only time I liked Gunther was when they had Imperium.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Gunther and Ludwig are amazing together.
Yes.
And
So,
they're like best friends outside of like wrestling.
oh yeah. I
Yeah,
did see that. They
yeah,
were like at a wedding and
they're
stuff.
super close.
So, so shout out to Ric Flair, for
Apo-
giving Ludwig a public apology.
Yo, and but he trying to expose the gimmick. I don't like that, Rick. Come on, Rick. Stay true to the business.
That's hilarious. I did want to give a shout out to Jack Cellstorm, and so he is training this young guy over here. His name is Daz. He is preparing to try out for the WWE. So let's go ahead and watch this real quick. So shout out to Daz, and I hope you get it, and hope we see you on one of our brands like NXT or TNA.
Triple A
So
anywhere.
Triple A.
Shit. Oh. Damn.
All right, so shout out to Daz, and good luck to him.
Yo, that's
And I
crazy.
also love this video because it kind of shows what they go through to prep before you see anything in the ring. And I also love this his studio because it has the bow truss ceiling, so you see how tall the ceilings are, and it has like these
Beams.
beams. It's very similar to the studio. So shout out to Daz Black PW. This is his Instagram right here. Best of luck to you, and I hope that we see you very soon. And then we have this. I just thought was funny because at no point did I know that Evolution was on Tubi.
Yeah, evolve.
Oh God. Oh God.
Do you watch this?
No.
Did you know about this?
Yeah. So Evolve used to be a like an indie promotion, kind of like a Ring of Honor or something like that. It was where a lot of people like Austin Theory, Darby Allin, Gunther, Matt Riddle, a lot of people came from Evolve. And then WWE bought it, and then now they use it as their developmental to the developmental. So this is the developmental for NXT. That's why it's on Tubi.
That's hilarious. This is hilarious.
Wow, she got so skinny.
The girl talking?
Yeah, Nikita Lyons.
Oh, I don't know any of these people, but I just thought it was funny because I was like, wait, I was like, Evolution's on Tubi?
Yeah. Horrible. You know she was on a reality show, one of them shows.
Really?
Yeah, like the remake of Flavor of Real Chance of Love.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So after this, we'll go ahead and move on to the Raw recap. But study how WWE went from the biggest show in sports entertainment to losing its own fans. This is a study Why the Elites on Instagram if you want to go ahead and give them a follow. So it says WrestleMania 41 drew 124,693 fans across 2 nights in 2025. Record gate, record merch, record sponsorships. WWE called it the most successful event in company history. This was 1 year ago. Same venue, same city, 1 year later. 1,672,000 fans, nearly 1,900,000 fewer than last year. WrestleMania 41's.
Wait, what number did you say? What you said? You said you said 1,600. You mean 106,072.
Yes, sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry because that it just threw me off. I'm sorry, not to be the
Okay.
grammar police.
Okay, so you're right. So it's 19,000 fans fewer than last year. WrestleMania's 41 night one alone beat both nights this year combined.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slowest
But-
ticket sales became a talking point weeks before the
All
event
right,
even started.
but before you go to the next slide, you know why WrestleMania 41 made so much fucking money? It was off of
because John Cena was on the card.
No, John Cena. It was because of WrestleMania 40 being so good.
It was.
Literally.
I cried.
WrestleMania
when-
40
Yeah, WrestleMania
is-
40. I cried.
is the best WrestleMania ever.
It is.
So,
It is.
hey, WrestleMania 20's up there. WrestleMania 10, WrestleMania 17. You know, there's a couple that are really good, but that one to me is my favorite. But that's the only reason 41 did so fucking well is because of the success of 40.
Agreed. So the next slide says the cheapest ticket was $600. Sales were down 18% even after discounts and even after adding John Cena as a host. CM Punk called it out on live TV, which I think, in my opinion, was scripted. I don't think he was. I don't think it was a pipe bomb. No. He's definitely a puppet because he wants to get his money, and I'm not gonna tell nobody how to make their money, but that was orchestrated. Took shots at TKO's leadership directly from inside the ring. When your own talent is doing that, something has gone wrong. Which to me, before I go on to the next slide, like I said, that was planned.
Nah, I don't know. The way I see it is like he there was something maybe he couldn't have said, because at the end of the day, like, if it was that crazy, they would have just cut his mic or started playing music. But on top of that too, the problem with TKO, it's just like, bro, like, why do we know this much about y'all? Y'all should just be doing y'all shit in the background.
Agreed.
That's the problem. But
I think they like the clout. I think they like that we're talking about them.
Of course, because think about it. It's the guy. It's that Ari Emanuel guy, and you know that guy's.
He's a showman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
for sure. So Raw moved to Netflix in January 2025. Fans celebrated, which to me, I was 50-50. I don't know about you, how you feel.
No, I liked it because anything that can bring wrestling into something, make it more socially acceptable or like cooler, I'm all for. Like, I'm all for that. Like, I'm all for that. Anything that can legitimize or make the sport that we love cooler to the public, even if it's not for me or even if it's not my favorite thing, I love it. So I was ecstatic about it.
Okay. So it says, then came 12 ad breaks per show. Fans called it unwatchable. The backlash was loud enough that WWE quietly dropped it to 10. And 10 commercial breaks on a platform that people are already paying for.
That and
this is the slide that kind of like resonated with me the most, because when it happened, I watched it live. So the ads, I was kind of pissed off about it because this is a platform that I'm paying for. Why am I getting an ad?
Right. Yes, that makes sense.
That pissed me off.
And two, on top of that is like the thing I don't like about Netflix personally is that they fucking cut the promos at like the worst they go to commercial at the worst possible time, where they just like fast forward some shit. Like, it'll be like Penta in the middle of a promo, and like, you know, like something that like is important. Maybe not. It would make him more endearing to the fans or help his brand or whatever. They just like fast forward that, or like they'll fade out, or like and it's like what the fuck, dude. Like, so
Yes.
that I don't like.
I also agree with that too. And before, if you didn't notice, if you watched it on replay, you wouldn't get ads.
No,
You would only
after
get ads if you
after
were watching
no
it live.
no, you would get ads after like the second day. Then you would not get ads.
Yes. So then it became to you got ads even if you were watching the replay and you could not skip the ads.
Yeah.
They didn't fast forward. I hated that. And now recently that I don't watch it live and I watch it when I can, you're now allowed to fast forward through the ads.
Right,
So at least
right.
they gave us that, you know.
But still, it makes no fucking sense when it's like you went to a commercial free platform. Like when I watch a Netflix movie or some shit. When I watch Tires, I don't need fucking. There's not gonna be an ad if I have the ad free.
Agreed. So I just didn't like that they started changing that. And now if you want to be like completely ad free like we are on YouTube Premium, it's like $30 a month. Like it's something like absurd that they're asking for. And so this post really resonated with me. So let's go on to the next slide. Raw on Netflix, PLEs on ESPN, Smackdown on Peacock, NXT on CW, and Tubi. 4 platforms, 1 product. Fans need 3 subscriptions just to keep up. It got bad enough that the class action lawsuit was filed accusing WWE and ESPN of misleading fans about what their subscription actually covered.
I agree.
Which I didn't know about this last part. I didn't know that there was a class action lawsuit, but the simple fact that this is now being put on paper in front of you, like it's almost kind of like you're doing your finances. You need 4 platforms to be able to just keep up
with 1 week of wrestling.
This is literally ridiculous.
Yo, just to keep up. We're talking about 1 week of wrestling.
Yes.
We're not talking about months. We're talking about 1 week of wrestling.
And I'm on the fence of canceling my Peacock subscription because I had it because the PLEs. But now the PLEs aren't on there, like, some of their content, like, they still have, like, a WWE tab. So you could watch, like, old WrestleManias, you could watch old feuds, but I thought eventually that was going to come off and only be on Netflix.
That's what I thought, too. So right now
I'm paying for a Peacock subscription that I don't know what to do with it.
Right. And that's the thing is that they're slowly integrating all that to Netflix.
Yes, but then you know what they did recently? They dropped that Shawn Michaels documentary on Peacock. So it's just kind of like I'm really like the slide before and this slide really pissed me off.
But you know what I think it is that all right. So for me, the reason that WWE is even on ESPN is for one reason. When UFC was negotiating and UFC went to Paramount Plus, right? Mm-hmm. They had a good relationship with ESPN. They still do. They still have a decent relationship with ESPN. So they were like, hey, we want to, like Netflix only wanted the numbered UFC events. They didn't want the fight nights. So they were going to try to keep the fight nights on ESPN. ESPN didn't want the fight nights. Paramount comes in, takes everything. There's still a relationship with ESPN and the UFC. So they say, hey, we're taking our stuff from your platform, but in return, we're gonna give you WWE, so that you can keep a combat sports fan base.
All under the TKO
exactly. So they were like, "Oh, we'll just give you WWE," you know, and then that's what happened. So it is crazy though. It is insane how hard it is to keep up with wrestling and how much hoops you gotta jump through.
Yeah, it's like this slide besides the one before just really pissed me off. 4 platforms, and I'm sorry, but I refuse to give my money. I already paid like $250 for cable, and this ESPN on PLEs on ESPN is not included for me.
I don't know how, but
$35 a month.
I don't know how you pay so much for cable, sis, when you could just get internet. I don't see why you need cable.
Well, it's like cable, internet. We get like the Dodger channel, so we get to watch all the Dodger games. There's like so much included in our
So-
in our internet and our cable that it's just kind of like a bundle package that we have. But if I could, I would. But it's like I like watching the news. I like watching, certain things that are only available for cable. Like, I like watching, like Unsolved Mysteries. That's only available on cable. Like, I
Really?
like watching,
Bro.
I like watching true crime shows. That's only available on cable. So it's just
No,
like
it's
certain
not.
things that we need the cable for. But the fact that I tried to log on and put my provider into the ESPN, they hit me with, okay, you want to watch the WrestlePalooza, which I didn't get to watch. Here's an additional $35 a month is gonna be tacked on.
Like
to your
what
cable.
the like $35 a month is crazy, bro.
When they were advertising it on their shows, saying all you have to do is log on. Because another thing why I like my cable provider is I'm able to watch like Friday Night Smackdown on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it's on cable, so I have an app on my phone that I could watch cable on my phone.
Yeah.
So we can watch
Okay. I know.
Dodger
Yeah.
games or like fight night whenever,
Yeah.
even if we're not at home. So I like that feature, but the fact that I was being advertised that I'm not going to be charged extra, and then when I do everything that R-Truth was telling me to do, I'm now being charged extra. I was pissed off, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not getting that money.
Ron Killings, why you lying to us, motherfucker?
He straight up, all you got to do is connect your no.
Yeah. Hey,
no.
R-Truth,
Yeah, you
R-Truth
do
would have never.
connect it.
He would have never lied if he had the dreads. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bald. R-Truth is a fucking liar.
So SmackDown is down 32% year over year, and the 18 to 49 demographic is nearly cut in half. The key demo dropped another 20% as of last week, and this is a this was posted 1 week ago.
But wait,
according to these comments.
but this post, this is skewed. This post right here is skewed. The reason I say that is
Why?
because, bro, we live in 2026. The 18 to 49 demographic, I guarantee you, if it's men, they all know a way to watch wrestling, not the traditional way. You know
Allegedly.
what I'm saying? No, not allegedly. It's a fact.
Well, I don't want to get sued, so yes, allegedly.
I'm not telling you where they're going, but I'm telling you that I guarantee you that if we were to interview 70% of men in the 18 to 49 demographic, they know how to get that shit a different way. So they're not going to be counted in the Nielsen rating. So this part right here, this is kind of like you could dispute that, like you could drop this charge off the rip, like motion to dismiss.
Got it. So this is an audience advertisers pay most for. It's disappearing. The numbers keep moving in one direction. TKO Group is worth billions, but according to Bobby Monsoon, which I'll try to clip him, they are in $4 billion of debt. So I also think that this statement is
they better do them Saudi. They better do some Saudi Arabia shows. Bro, WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia is insane. I'm not gonna lie. That's nasty work, bro. Like
I mean, do you think we should go? Like I've
to
always
Saudi
wanted to go there.
to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind to
And
go
then
actually.
and then I'll wear the niqab, where the hijab that only shows the eyes.
Yeah. Well, I'll go. I mean,
you can
bro.
wear like the traditional outfits.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, I look Arab already. So,
and then go rent like some G wagons and go up the sandals.
yo,
No?
I ain't gonna lie. That sounds dope. WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying.
WrestleMania
Ride
in
some
Dubai does sound
camels.
dope. I can't lie.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I've been saying that for a long time since they've been doing Crown Jewel. Like I've been dying to go to a PLE in Saudi Arabia, but obviously all of this stuff that's happening, like I'm like, oh yeah, no thanks. So hopefully by then, the water will be fine
at the same
for us
time,
to go. But it's like you get a vacation too.
At the same time, when it comes to that, that's the reason. That's the only reason that Riyadh season is a thing. That's why they have WWE there. They have boxing. They have Cirque du Soleil. They have all this thing because they want to increase the tourism. So, in a way, it's working. Yo, actually, speaking of Saudi Arabia, what the fuck happened to that Saudi Arabia? Remember the Saudi Arabia guy that they were trying to debut at the Royal Rumble? that everybody was saying that he was gonna win it.
Remember? I didn't get to watch the Royal Rumble.
But you know who I'm talking about, right?
No.
Okay.
I got to the part where
No,
Brock
this is
Lesnar got thrown
it
out.
didn't happen at the show. So it was like the pre-show, like they do like the press conference thing.
The countdown.
Before the countdown though. Before the countdown. They do the other thing like on Friday they might do it. Where like they're all show up.
Oh, yeah.
Remember where Rhea Ripley threw the water on Nia Jax and shit, and I'm just thinking of the WrestleMania 40.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, but I know what you're talking about. He's a comedian, right?
No, he's a wrestler.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I'm
all right, no. What I'm telling you is at this event they were like, oh, we got this guy from Saudi Arabia who's training to become a wrestler. And, like, they, like, brought him out, and then, like, the crowd went crazy for him, and, like, everybody thought that he was going to win the Royal Rumble. Like, no bullshit.
That's hilarious.
Everybody was like, oh, there goes my Rumble pick.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah.
So, the streaming deals, the Saudi Arabia events, the licensing, the money is still print. But there is a difference between a profitable business and a product that people are passionate about. When fans stop feeling like the point, you don't lose revenue first, you lose the room. WWE built its empire on full arenas and people who had to be there. Now they're running the same venue 2 years straight, charging record prices, splitting content across 4 platforms. The product didn't get worse overnight. The relationship with the audience did. That is always slower to break and always the hardest to fix.
I agree.
So how do you feel about that?
I agree. I mean, at the same time, too, is like, that's what wrestling is, bro. Like, and too, what you gotta understand is TKO, and, you know, when I say that, I say WWE and the UFC. TKO is, bro, they don't give a fuck about us in the sense of, like, they already have our money. They're trying to get new fans. The problem is that when you try to focus on you're a fair weather fan or a casual fan, you lose your core fans. But it's not something that happens overnight. It happens over time. So that's the thing, is that I just feel like maybe they're going to come back down to earth where they're going to realize, like, okay, maybe, you know, because, like, at the end of the day, it's like wrestling can be big, but wrestling can never, I don't think, can ever be the biggest thing in the world.
Okay.
Like,
so what in sports entertainment, what do you think will be number 1 in the world?
Any basketball, football, baseball, any one of those sports will always be bigger than wrestling.
I feel like I respect what you're saying, but I feel like if I had to choose one, or it'll be my prediction, it'll be UFC.
I mean, of course.
Because basketball is, okay, football is only known in America. They've been trying to, like, bring it to, you know how they do, like, the London and the Paris or whatever, and the Germany. They've been trying to bring it out there. It's not as popular. It's still work in progress. And then basketball, it is big in, like, China and, like, Switzerland, but it's not as big as it is in America or in either of those countries.
No, I mean, the thing about it, when it comes to basketball is probably the biggest outside of soccer. We're tripping. Soccer is probably number 1. Soccer will always be number 1.
Yeah, but it's number 1 over there.
No, I mean, and two, when it comes to basketball, in America, basketball is also kind of declining because the biggest stars aren't even American anymore. You know, it's a lot of Europeans that are taking over the game, and Canadians. And not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not the same league that we grew up watching as kids, you know, and it's still great. Mm-hmm. Like, but yeah, I think that, like, there's always gonna be. So I think TKO will eventually be like, you know what? Let me let wrestling be wrestling. Wrestling could be, and that's the thing, is I don't want to sit here and say that I'm discrediting wrestling. What made wrestling could be the biggest thing in the world again, like it was in the late 90s, early 2000s. But what made wrestling the biggest thing at that time is that they stayed true to themselves. they were like, yo, we're the WWF, we're ratchet as fuck, we're crazy, people are gonna get slimed and fucking blood poured on them, and we're crazy, like, and that's what made the world have to watch, so now with this TKO shit, it's just like fucking, I don't know how to explain it, like they're trying to clean it up a little bit too much, they seen what Roman was able to do in making it cinema, and now they're trying to make everything cinema when it's like, no, it was only him that was cinema. And that's not to disrespect any other wrestler.
So you feel like Roman is like an anomaly?
Yes, 100%. 100%, and that's why even CM Punk said it when he was feuding with him. He said, I'm a wrestler. I don't make cinema. I'm a professional wrestler. And that's not to say that one is better than the other. It's just different. It's just different. And like that's what I think, like, Roman kind of fucked the game up a little bit when it comes to that.
That some people aren't going to be able to do crossover.
No, not even that. It's just in the way the wrestling is. In the way that he wrestles. In the way his storyline is. Like, not only he could be that. Like, not any... No, you know what I'm saying? And that's what... I think TKO saw that. They decided, oh shit, this is something that can be some crossover shit. And then it's like, hasn't necessarily been that. So that's really what I'm trying to say, is that, like, it's kind of like when, like, in T-Pain coming out with the auto-tune, and then everybody doing auto-tune, but some people don't sound right with it. Like, Roman, and what made Roman's matches cinema? Him, the way that he wrestled, that's nice, slow style, the way that he would talk in his matches and look at the camera, and, the drama of the Bloodline storyline. That's what made it cinema. Because two guys go out there, have a match, and it's not cinema, it's just a great match. Which is nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Well, that was crazy post, and I guess now we could just go ahead and move on to Raw. It wasn't a lot going on, but
Nah, I can't say that.
Let's talk about Braun Breaker.
Yo,
getting stitches in his head.
Yo, staples, 3 staples.
Staples. There you go.
No, but Rollins cooked them.
He did.
Rollins
cooked them.
Hey,
but Braun also did good too.
He did good on the comeback. I can't lie. Like Rollins opened and like shredded him, and then Braun Breaker came back and shredded him, but then Rollins just like little bro'd him, just like.
Agreed.
And it was
100%.
awesome. Like it was awesome. I liked it. I liked how they did that. Like, and I liked everything that Braun Breaker was saying. How like animated he was, and his character is just awesome. It's just awesome.
I'm happy to see him back, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Happy to see him back.
Yes.
And then my favorite part of the whole segment was Paul Heyman looking like this.
Yo, Paul Heyman just on the sideline.
Yeah. Just looking like this.
That's it. Yeah, you got to understand. Bro, at the end of the day, though, I like where this is going, but Braun Breaker has to beat Seth at Backlash.
Why do you say that?
To keep the shit going. Because the thing is that Braun Breaker has to win this feud so that he can go to Roman for the world title.
Oh.
Think about it.
Do you think he's ready?
Of course. Bro, he's been ready for like 2 years. He was ready when he was the Intercontinental Champ. Well, nah. Alright, nah.
I feel like didn't you tell me that that's like the championship you get because that's the next step?
Of course.
So why don't you? Okay, do you see Penta
1,000%.
being
1,000%.
trying to fight Roman, or do you see Braun trying to fight Roman?
I see Penta as a world champion. I just don't know when, but I see it 100%, and I think he has the potential, and I think he can compete with Roman. I think that it would be a great. I even think on the mic, even with Penta's lack of English, just the passion that he has, like just him getting in Roman's face and just like just mushing this nigga like
cursing him out in Spanish.
That's
calling
it.
Him a cabrón.
That's it. Tell him that he le va a romper su madre. Like that's it. Like, but no, I think Braun Breaker wins this feud, goes on to challenge Roman for the belt. Does he
I just
win?
feel like Roman is in a position similar to Brock Lesnar. Who can beat Roman?
Nah, I think Roman is more beatable than Brock Lesnar. But the thing about Roman is like Roman, it's like Roman's bigger than the belt. To be honest with you.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like it has to be somebody. I feel like because I like the tribal chief, somebody who we see as worthy enough. That's how I feel about it, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
So then we have Penta fighting Rusev, which was it was just a match. It wasn't
it was
it
smooth.
wasn't for the belt, which I feel like it just should have been. Why not?
No, because the thing is that you have a title eliminator, where it's like if Rusev would have won, it's like, oh, I hold the win over you. Now you got to fight me for the belt or whatever. So I see why it wasn't for the belt, but. But yeah, I mean, that was cool.
But then Ethan Page was sitting for commentary.
I love Ethan Page.
Me too.
I
actually really
I
like his character.
I like how he came in and he's already automatically going for a belt. Like I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Love that.
But now we have a random tag match with Penta and Javon when they were just fighting each other.
No, it makes sense.
In a ladder match.
Makes sense.
So I feel like that always confuses me. Like, okay, we're against each other. Or we're with each other. We're against each other and we're with each other.
But they're both good guys. So it's like, like we're against each other because we're competing. But now we got like these two guys that are on some bullshit that are trying to fuck up like the good competition that we have. Like it would be like perfect example. Like let's say like we're like playing basketball or something, and like a guy on my team is just being annoying and talking mad shit. If me and a guy on the other team are like, yo, shut the fuck up, like. It's like we're coming together because we want to have a healthy competition. We want to just play, but these dudes are fucking it up. So that's why they're coming together. But I like Ethan Page's character. Honestly, I thought he could have done well on Smackdown too. Like honestly, he would have been a good challenger for Cody for now. In between time that like Randy Orton comes back and shit. Would have been dope. But
Well, I mean. Not to like deviate because I still want to. I want to finish Raw. We never talked about Joe Hendry and his concert and him showing up.
That's on Raw though.
Oh, okay.
So we're good.
Okay.
But before we get off,
let's talk about that.
Wait, before that though, I just want to say I miss Rusev's old theme song. I like the new one, but I miss the old one, bruh. Rusev Butria. Rusev.
Oh, I gotta give it a listen.
No, that shit was fire as fuck. I miss his old theme song. But yeah, I thought it was a good match, and I like what's going on in the Intercontinental title division overall. Chad Gable need to lose to the other Grande Americano, get the mask off, and then.
Oh yeah, they're gonna fight each other. Americano versus Americano.
And he needs to lose that mask and then get his ass back in this Intercontinental title division. Or something,
But the excuse me, El Grande Americano to me is way better than the original. Did you see the promo that he cut on Rey Mysterio?
Amazing.
Amazing. And the simple fact that I don't care if those lines were memorized, but the simple fact that he is pouring into his character and making sure that he respects
the Mexican
what
culture.
He's doing and not making it like a gimmick, it makes me fall in love with him even more.
Yeah, I think it was amazing promo.
Agreed.
I thought it was an amazing promo. Before we go to that match, Becky Lynch's song is so fire.
I love Becky Lynch's song.
Bro, her song is so hard.
The minute she said we're gonna do an open challenge, I just paused it and I was like, no.
I mean, at the same time though, that's what that belt is there for, is to have matches. It's a TV title. It's to be defended on TV. But I hear you.
Tired. I don't want this.
How did you feel about the and two? She just came off of a feud too, so it's not like this was a reoccurring thing with the title, like the U.S. title. Where everything was like open challenge, like I would get it, then it'd be open challenge. It's not like that. Like she literally just had a feud that went on multiple weeks. The feud ended. So now she can have an open challenge this week, and then maybe it could start her next feud. So, I
so
wasn't.
tired.
I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a decent match.
I was so over it that I don't even know who she fought.
Io Sky.
Oh, Io Sky. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I did like that Asuka came in and like, you know,
Yo,
beat her up, and we're gonna get Asuka and
yo,
Io.
the Asuka lock looks painful, right?
I think anything that Asuka does is painful.
But still, like the Asuka lock is like kind of like the crossface chicken wing, a little bit. But it's a little. Like, I don't know. It's dope. It's dope.
I feel like I feel like if I was a wrestler, I wouldn't want to fight her. Because remember, you told me that Japanese wrestlers hit the hardest. I feel like out of all the Japanese wrestlers that we have on the roster, Asuka's the worst.
Asuka's an OG.
Yeah, like I wouldn't pick a fight with her.
Asuka.
So now let's move on to Joe Hendry and wanting to fire Logan Paul because that's where I'm at.
Yo.
Let's fire Logan Paul.
Yo. All right, why did Logan Paul walk out holding the title like that? That's my question.
Well, my next question is why does the Vision not have their own song? Why did they come up to Logan Paul's old song?
No, that's not Logan Paul's old song. That's a new song. It just has the same beginning. It has the Ayo, but it's different. It's not Logan Paul's song, I don't think.
No, it is because it says humble. Humble.
Oh yeah, because he changed it the second time. Yeah,
The Vision comes out to Logan Paul's song.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just kind of like confused. Like,
you're right.
If we're supposed to respect this new team and new division, and they're the champions, like, why don't they have their own music? And then when Bronson Reed, before he got hurt, they were coming out to Bronson Reed's song. When Bronson Reed got hurt, they were coming out to Braun Breaker's song and putting the Vision graphics on it.
Yeah. They would switch it up with all the guys. I love Braun Breaker's.
Yeah.
I love Braun Breaker's theme song too. It's so good.
Yes, I like Braun Breaker's theme song too, but I feel like the Vision should have their own music.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually,
and I liked Austin Theory's old song.
A-Town Down, right? A-Town Down was hard as fuck.
It was great.
Yeah. I miss it. Damn, bro. You never know what you got till it's gone, bro.
I know. We take shit for granted.
Bro, we took Austin Theory like regular tights Austin Theory for granted. We did. Yeah. We did.
I missed that.
We did.
I mean, Grayson Waller could go kick rocks, so who cares?
Nah, man, I don't know. Grayson Waller, I feel like he has potential. I don't know.
No, I
like
remember
him.
when we used to watch Sábado Gigante and the Chacal used to come out?
Fuera.
Yo. That's exactly what I want with Grayson Waller.
Yo, that's what Obafemi did to him. That's
exactly, but like, how comical was that? How comical was that? Open challenge to Obafemi, and Grayson Waller comes out. Like, come on now. No. How do you feel about the Open challenge?
I'm indifferent about it. I'm just kind of like with Obafemi right now. I'm idling, where it's like I'm just waiting for him to get to like the next important part. Because right now they don't have anything for him that's worthy.
No, they don't. That just explained to me that creatively they don't know what to do with him.
But at the same time, you're in a difficult position creatively. Because it's like, what do you... Like, I was just talking to my homeboy about this, like, on the way here. Like, I was like... He's like... Because I said the same thing. And he's like, bro, what would you do? He's like, would you put him on... Would you put him to take the Intercontinental title? Like, no. Like, he might be a little bit bigger than the IC title right now.
No, yeah, he's way bigger than that.
Right.
If anything...
But then it's like, there's like, who on the roster would you put him to feud with?
That's why I don't work there.
like that.
I don't know. It's really hard.
That's what I'm trying to...
I just don't even think there's anybody like we don't have any gigantes on the roster that is like comparable to even fight.
I don't know, but
Grayson Waller looks like a bully.
All right,
he's just picking on somebody that's not his size.
But all right. But then think about when Rollins and Bronson Reed. Remember when they had that crazy ass feud? Remember where like this nigga was getting
No.
slammed into the whip and he got tsunamied into the whip and all this shit.
No, I remember when Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed were fighting. That was awesome.
That was a crazy ass feud, actually.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but no, but
My
all right,
favorite
all
one
right.
is when they went through the car when he
Yes.
tsunamied him through the
All
car.
right, all right. So that era of Bronson Reed, he had a feud with Seth Rollins, and obviously you know there's a size discrepancy when it comes to Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, but the thing that made the thing that even put them on that same level was that Seth Rollins was willing to do anything. So I don't even think that it has to be somebody big to fight Obafemi. It just has to be somebody that's willing to do anything. You know, like a Kevin Owens.
I mean, he's on LFG. I don't even think we're gonna get him back. So I don't know. It's a tough position. When I'm happy that I don't work there because I obviously can say everything I want from my studio and be like, you guys should do this. But I honestly I don't know what to do. But I'm also sad that it's just kind of like you beat one of like you climb the biggest mountain and now you're standing up there with a flag just waving in the air. Nothing else.
Nah, I mean that's the thing, but that's for now. That's for now, bruh. That's for now. That's for the next couple weeks. That then they could heat Oba up again. So it is fine.
Okay, so let's talk about the Street Profits.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I'm happy that they're back. And
they both paused. They look great. They look in
yeah.
good shape.
Oh, Dawkins lost weight. He looks really good.
They both look great. I just think it's funny. The only thing I didn't like about that is like, why is there 4 guys all in black jeans with no shirt fighting each other? Like, who's on whose team? Like,
I don't know.
Like, why are y'all all dressed the same? Like,
Well, you know what's funny is that I was watching. I was listening to something, or somebody said something that one of the reasons why Triple H gets praised in the back from the talent is because before it was Triple H and it was Vince, like the Bellas will only wear red and nobody else could wear red. Or like Eva Marie, that red was her color. Nobody else on the roster could wear red if they were fighting against her or feuding with her or whatever.
Yeah.
Versus like now, like sometimes you see some of the women or some of the men dressed the same,
Fighting
and
each
there's
other.
no kind of and there's no like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm wearing black so you can't wear black. Like that rule doesn't exist now under Triple H, but the talent likes that. So like I just don't know how to feel either.
No,
I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying,
I can't tell who's who.
I'm just saying black jeans, like, bro, like, I just like, I'm just saying, like, come on, bro, like, y'all, one of y'all could have wore like a Street Profits shirt or something,
Yeah.
like, come on, bro. But I like it. I think they're gonna beat the shit out of the Division. I hope, and it's gonna be a good match regardless, because like all 4 of those guys can go.
Agreed. And I do think that's gonna be a really good fight. And then how do you feel about the Street Profits turning down Seth?
But all right, I think the Seth did some fuck shit to the Street Profit like years ago.
Really?
I just can't remember. Not behind the scenes. This is all kayfabe shit, but they were. I think this is like during the Monday Night Messiah era of Rollins. That there was something that went on, and that's the reason that they turned down Rollins. But I would have loved to see it all play out together. I would have loved to see them together, but it makes sense.
Maybe they're watching and they could like play that for us. Like you know how they do the recaps.
Like mention that in there or something.
Yeah, give me like a That's So Raven moment and do a flashback or something.
But it was something like that happened. And yeah, I mean, fucking Roman Reigns want to open with his R&B video intros.
Oh yeah, I like that the intro with him, and
Jay
and then
Uso.
I also like
Jay Uso just be funny to me, bro. If he beats you, he gonna be a shot caller, Uso.
That's hilarious. He is right though.
He is right, but it's just funny. It was just funny the way, like his delivery on it was just so funny to me, bro. Like, I don't know. Also, too, speaking about Jay Uso again, I gotta laugh because on Smackdown, when Jacob Fatu was cutting his promo, Like, Jay Uso just looked like a proud dad in the corner, like happy for this nigga. Like,
That's hilarious. With his glasses on.
no, he just like he didn't even have his glasses on. He's just like in the corner, and like Jimmy's there, like Jimmy's face is like yeah, like Jimmy looks like an engineer when you're spinning a fire verse, and they're like yeah, like like.
I really like their Uso jerseys. Those are fire.
Fire, yeah.
I like those a lot.
Fire.
So, what do you think is gonna happen with Roxanne and Finn? You think Roxanne is gonna jump ship?
All right, actually.
And how come we have not? How come we kind of like swept under the rug of what happened between Liv and Raquel?
Nah, that's coming up. It's all gonna blow up. It's all gonna blow up eventually. But all right, is it me or does Finn Balor look taller, thinner, and darker the second that he went babyface? Like
yeah,
he looks
better.
hella different. Like I don't know what it, like even when he was talking to Roxanne back there, I'm like, bro, why does Finn Balor look 10 years younger? Like
yeah, he got a glow to him.
He looks more tan too. He looks more tan too and everything. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did this guy do? But no, I think
drinking his water.
I don't know. I think that she'll probably kick it with him. I think because remember he brought her into the Judgment Day.
Yeah, he was the one that was vouching for her.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think she'll probably end up staying put. I like how the girls beat the shit out of Stephanie Valkyrie though. That was dope.
Yeah. I think she's hurt from that actually. So it's kind of like a payback.
That was dope. And then like the look that Roxanne Perez gave the camera before she threw the fucking stage thing to her, it was all sick. Like I really like that. I really like that.
I like that too.
I like everything Liv Morgan is doing. I can't even front.
Yeah, I mean she's head honcho, of course.
Love it. The fake Christina Aguilera in the Dirty video.
That's hilarious. It is giving Christina Aguilera.
That was
Dirty.
That's what. Yeah, she did the outfit from that video. On one pay-per-view, right?
Before.
Yeah, one pay-per-view she's done it. But yeah, shout out to Liv. Fucking what? LA Knight was on Raw for like a split second.
Yeah, he was, and I was just kind of confused on what was going on. So he's like trying not to have the Usos like be involved with Solo, or because I know he got beef with Solos in the MFT.
He got beef with everybody.
I feel like he got beef with everybody.
Like he got beef with everybody.
So that's another person. What are they gonna do with him?
Shit.
Are they still mad at him about Money in the Bank?
I mean, shit. He's selling T-shirts. He's, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's next for LA Knight. To be honest with you, I don't know.
I feel like he should be in the championship talks, but he's not. Why? I don't know.
Nah, I don't know. I think he should be as well, but I don't know. Maybe them. Imagine him and Obafemi beefing.
That's what I was gonna say. Get out of my head.
That'd be a good little feud. A guy that's willing to.
Yeah, because at least he's big.
A guy that's willing to do anything too. LA Knight will do anything to get that.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn. Should LA Knight go heel?
No.
No.
No, I don't think he's. I think he's the type of character that you don't label him as a heel or a babyface. Just like Roman.
Anti-hero.
Yeah. He's just like Roman. He's not good, but he's not bad.
I think with Roman,
he also does stuff that's like mischief too. Like
Roman,
he was driving the ambulance.
Yeah.
For Paul Heyman, but he I don't know. He's very much like Roman.
But behind the scenes, the thing about LA Knight is that he's like such a big sponsor guy too. Like I feel like when it comes to we need a guy
for the Slim Jim.
Just in general, we need a guy for the Ram and all this shit. Like they always use him for that. So it's like
he's marketable.
Yes. Him and Jay, and it's like you got your multicultural guy, and then you got your white guy, and he's like.
Well, that's how I feel about Trick. I feel like Trick is gonna start being on commercials now. I feel like Trick is very marketable, and if you look at some of the interviews he did, promoting leading up to WrestleMania,
just a humble guy.
No, not just that, but he absolutely made them look so good. He knows how to talk in front of the camera. He's not afraid to not just be in character, but also he has a charm to him. Because I saw him doing a news interview promoting like a Las Vegas news promoting the event for WrestleMania, and he had all the women like laughing and blushing, like he knows what he's doing.
He's
And
a
I feel
character. He's just
that's
like
the person.
honestly, I think Trick could be like your biggest guy. Like,
Agreed. He's the next up.
like honestly, like all right, if I had to give you like 5 of like your future 5, and this is all like age range wise, you know, these are like young guys, you know. I would say Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Oba, Trick, Javon Evans. Like,
Yes.
and
Okay.
then if I had to, I could probably give you 10. Actually, I could probably give you 10. Nah, I can only give you them 5. I'm trying. Those are like the 5 that like I would like put money on. You know, that like those are.
That's next up.
Yeah.
To carry the business.
Yeah, yeah. Like all the other guys are gonna be intertwined with them. So like you know, I think Ricky will be up there. I think Royce Keys. I think Royce Keys will be up there too.
Agreed.
I think they're doing something with
But
Royce
I
Keys.
feel like he would be a good competitor to fight over.
Eventually, but you can't.
Two big gigantes.
But you can't do that too early because it's like you got 2 undefeated guys. Like if I'm trying to build a promotion in anything, I don't want my undefeated fighting my undefeated unless it's for a fucking title. So, you know, we keep them separate and you know let them do their shit. But I mean, honestly, WWE has a very good future, especially with all these multicultural people that they have coming up. You know, because back in the day, it was like The Rock, and that was it. The Rock, R-Truth, like how many black D'Lo Brown. You know, like
the APA.
Devon Dudley, exactly. Ron Simmons, like you know, like it wasn't that Booker T, obviously, but it wasn't that many. Where now it's like you look at like the men's roster and the women's roster, and it's you know black, Latino, Arab, Asian, like it's all types. It's like
European, getting everybody.
Everybody, and everybody's getting represented well because everybody has their chance at the top. It's not just like like you know, these guys can only compete for the IC or like you know the Mexican guys only feud with the Mexican guys. Like it's not like that.
It's not like the jailhouse.
No, exactly. It's not segregated. You know, so I like that. Also too, you know, I just think that, like they have a bright future, bro. If they do it correctly, with those 5 right there though, those are your young guys. You know. Put Carmelo Hayes in that conversation. Put Dragunov in that conversation.
Yes, I can actually watch them fight one more time too.
Yeah, I would like to see it. I wonder what's next for Carmelo Hayes actually.
I hope it's against Trick. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I think that I think he's gonna get involved in this Sami Zayn, Trick Williams feud type thing.
Oh, for sure.
Where I don't know.
But they have to slide him in there somewhere.
Let's talk about Jacob Fatu's promo.
Yeah, so Jacob Fatu and Roman. I liked both of their promos, and I'm gonna die on this hill. Jacob Fatu's gonna lose, and Jacob Fatu got a lot of balls because he is not ready to challenge our tribal chief, number 1. And number 2, maybe since you kind of know a little bit more, can you go ahead and elaborate to the audience what was that move that he did on Roman, and why was it so powerful? Like, where did it come from?
What you're saying, like when he grabbed his face?
Yes, he kind of gave him like, I wouldn't say it's similar to like a man of a claw, but someone says like some type of death grip, and it's like it comes from one of their family members that used to do it. It was like their signature move. I just don't know who it was from, but he is honoring his legacy, which I'm happy about.
I
was hoping you knew a little bit about that.
That's used to me because I only know Samoan drop, the Samoan spike, that kick, you know, the super kick and a backflip. So it's like, you know, I didn't know, but I just thought that he just fucking like just
no. Supposedly it was like that move came from like one of his family members that used to wrestle. That's like well known. I don't want to say it was like Umaga or whatever. Like somebody well known. I just don't know like who it was, but it was somebody's signature, and now he's doing it, which I like it because, I mean, look how Roman sold it.
Shit.
He said yes, so it
No.
had to be something very
That
powerful.
devastating. But no, I thought that the promo was amazing. Like the way that he just like
Yeah,
had the energy and everything. I was like, yeah, I like this a lot. Like, I like this a lot. And then Roman just like Roman, and that's the thing that makes Roman also so good is that he can flip flop and like change who he is at any moment. He could be the powerful fucking guy, or he could be the chicken shit heel. Cause he looked kind of scared of Jacob Fatu right there. You can't front.
yeah, but I also feel like he got kind of like, he kind of got to sell us this match because
Of
we already
course.
know the outcome.
Of course. But hey, what if he drops the belt to Jacob Fatu?
Nah, never.
What if he does? What if he does?
It's never
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
but one thing is like, what else would Roman do with the belt after that?
I don't know.
CM Punk
It's
come
not gonna happen.
CM Punk come back or what? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's not happening. So I'm just not even gonna put it out in the universe.
Damn.
Sorry.
I don't know. Fuck it. Nah, that's it. I'm flip flopping now. Now I'm thinking Jacob's gonna win. Fuck it.
Nah. We
That.
should bet $50. Okay.
Nah, that's not a bet. I wouldn't bet my money on it, but
That's hilarious. So yeah, so I think I should bet you on that he's gonna
what?
lose.
All right. So this will be the bet. If Roman Reigns wins, you have to send me a TikTok dance and I'll do it.
If Roman Reigns wins, I have to send you a TikTok dance.
Or yeah, a viral dance and I'll do it. It don't have to
Oh,
be TikTok.
I'm not good at finding that stuff. I don't like that bet. Let's let the audience decide.
No.
Give us an idea for if Roman wins, and give us an idea if Jacob wins,
Right.
and let us know also who are you going for in this, because this is the biggest fight on the card. So I mean-
So far, I mean that's the only match on the card. Well, no, Rollins and Breaker.
yeah, Rollins and Breaker. I'm actually excited to see that too. They should
Yeah.
make it a street fight.
Nah, they're gonna make it something. I'm sure.
Or like what is it? Do they even do no holds bar anymore? Like, any no rules, no disqualification.
I mean,
no
yeah,
nothing?
it's all the same shit.
They should do something like that.
All the same shit.
I need to see him go through a table.
Yeah, somebody.
So yeah, I wish I was available to come, because I would like to go to Tampa to go watch that, but I can't. But I will be there soon at the end of May. I already booked my ticket, so
So
IRL podcast coming soon.
bang bang,
Yeah.
bang bang.
So, all right. Well, do you have anything else that you want to go ahead and say to the people?
No, not really. I mean, it's been fun. This was a great conversation. It's fun talking wrestling with you always.
Yes.
You know what?
For sure.
I might watch Evolve this week and see if I see something that I want to talk about.
Oh, you're gonna see Kira?
Nikita, oh crazy ass. Yeah, she crazy as fuck.
That's hilarious.
Bruh, nah.
That was funny.
No, she's funny because the second that she debuted on NXT, Drake followed her.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because her finish is like she like does like a split and like yeah, you already know. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? They came out with an OVO collection with Rion, and I really want to buy the shirt.
Yeah, you seen that clip where Drake was talking about how like he's obsessed with Rhea Ripley and shit?
No.
He's like, oh, she's my muse. Like I'm always watching her shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have it ready for next week.
Yeah,
I did not know
it
that.
was like him and with Bobby Altoff. They did like an interview and then he was like, yeah, like my For You page is all Rhea Ripley.
That's hilarious. So how come when they were in Toronto he wasn't there?
He was there.
No, he wasn't.
I swear he was.
They didn't say anything.
For some reason, that was like a big thing of like why they didn't show him on the camera, but he was there.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not involved. 'Cause
Yeah.
They have an OVO collection and everything, but I've never seen him on any of the shows. I never seen him like want to do like a promo or anything like that. Or is it because he got that lipo? He's embarrassed now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got like ab etching and he just looks horrible.
Wait,
Just,
who?
just eat chicken and broccoli, you'll get
Wait,
the abs.
who?
He got like fake abs.
Wait,
like
who?
Batman
Drake?
Kettle. Yeah.
Oh, this is where the whole BBL Drizzy thing comes from.
Yeah, it looks
But-
really,
But
really bad.
I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't show him. But he was there, and
Really?
he was there. He was there because I remember they showed Nav. They showed a lot of people, and then they didn't show him, but he was there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they have the strong affiliation with Metro Boomin.
Oh, and
Because
they don't like
no,
him?
they have a really strong relationship with Metro Boomin. I think he's like.
Yeah, remember Bad Blood? They did the commercials for it, the promos with Cody. That was good.
And on top of that, on like Metro's album, the Futuristic Summer shit, the title belt was on there and all types of shit. So
yeah, he
but
did a song for them.
also
right?
too, yeah. But on his albums, he'll go around with the belt and all that. But also, I think that which it was like a rumor or something. It was said that he was gonna start producing songs for people. Metro Boomin, yeah. But it never, I don't know, nothing ever came of that. So I don't know if maybe they were trying to like protect that relationship and they didn't show Drake that or whatever.
Or maybe he was just like, oh, I just want to be low key.
Maybe. I don't know, because that was during that time that he was going through the most, but I don't know. Iceman on the way though, I guess, right?
Who's Iceman?
That's Drake's new album.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, I'm so out of it. I don't even know.
Iceman. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dominican Drop Kick. Make sure to go ahead, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, all the
For
good
sure.
shit. We out here.
Leave us a comment, a like, share with your friends.
The greatest brother
Give
and
us your
sister
predictions.
in wrestling since since Stephanie and Shane.
Period. Oh my God. Well, this was awesome. I'm happy to catch up and catch up with the plátanos and yeah. I guess till next time and con mucho amor.
That's it. Holla.
Send this out.